I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. Everybody know that? I worship you, O Prince of Peace. That is what I want to do. I give you praise, for you are my righteousness. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. One more time. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. I worship you, O Prince of Peace. That is what I long to do. I give you praise, for you are my righteousness. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. How many of you like to do jigsaw puzzles? Anybody like them? I like jigsaw puzzles. You like big ones, where you do like 300 pieces or 500 or 1,000? You do 1,000 pieces? Do you? Well, I just got to tell you, I hate jigsaw puzzles. I mean, that's just one thing I don't do. I don't do jigsaw puzzles. And I'll tell you why. There are a couple of reasons. One is they take too much time. And I'm not good at stopping something when I've started it. I mean, I just innocently walk up and decide to put in a couple of pieces, and then 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm still sitting there innocently putting in a piece here and a piece there. And where did time go? And I'll tell you another reason I don't like jigsaw puzzles. One more reason. They make me feel stupid, right? Because I know there's a piece missing. You know, I looked and looked and looked. I know what the piece looks like. I know what color it is and what shape it is, and it's just not there. And it makes me mad. And then it shows up, and it was there, and I feel stupid. Has that ever happened to you? And then another thing that happens, there's a piece in the box that just doesn't go with the puzzle. It just doesn't go anywhere in that puzzle. And I just envision this diabolical person up there in the jigsaw puzzle factory just reaching over in another box and getting a piece and putting it in that box, and then just laughing at the thought of me trying to make this piece fit where it doesn't fit. I mean, that's just sadistic, isn't it? Isn't that horrible that somebody would do that? It makes me feel stupid. I don't like that. So I hate jigsaw puzzles. And you know what? Sometimes life is like that. Sometimes there are just pieces missing. I know there's something that's supposed to be there, but it's just not there, no matter how hard I look. And then sometimes there are extra pieces that don't fit in anywhere, and I don't know where they came from. I didn't ask for it. I want to say, hey, who ordered this? I sure, what's it doing here in my life? Anybody have a life like that sometimes? Pieces missing, things you wish were there that aren't, and things that are there that you wish were not there. I guess probably almost everybody experiences that sometime. Well, the thing we have to do is to trust God. And we have to trust that when the puzzle is completed, there's going to be a beautiful picture in there somewhere. And someday it's all going to fit. Someday it's all going to make sense. Until then, we just got to be trusting God. You've been through times like that in your life, haven't you? God, what's going on here? You know, this doesn't make any sense. What purpose does this serve in my life? And then some of us have lived long enough to come to the place of saying, God, I understand now. Now I kind of see what you were doing. And I see what this was all about. And now, God, I understand why you answered some prayers and some prayers you didn't answer. How many of you have ever had a prayer answered and you're really thankful? Have you? Now, how many of you prayed a prayer and it wasn't answered and you live long enough to look back and say, thank God you didn't answer my dumb prayer? Have you done that? Because some of the things that I would ask for were not good for me. So we see, the deal is we have some things that we know, and we hate to give up what we know for what we don't know. But there are things that we don't know that are much more important than things that we do know. Because we only see the now and we don't see it very clearly. I only look at things for the short-term effect, but God has the eternal perspective. God sees the end from the beginning. And do you want to follow Christ? Do you really want to learn to hear his voice and follow him every day that you live? God has a wonderful plan for your life, but you got to trust him. You got to listen to him. You got to follow him. I worship you, Almighty God. There is none like you. Everybody know that? I worship you, O Prince of